Hi, I'm back again. I just thought I'd talk to you this time about one of my favourite native trees. This is an Australian Lilly Pilly. It's one of many plants that are called Lilly Pillies, and this particular one is called a Syzygium australe. The reason why it's one of my favourites is that it's a very good plant for hedging and screening. As you can see, it's nice and green and thick and lush. Being an Australian native, it handles a lot of different conditions, and the beauty of this one is that it also has a large white fluffy flower about this big, and you can see on this particular bush that they're just starting to come into flower. These are the little buds, and after that flower is finished, you end up with a fruit which is called a lily pilly, and they're a little red berry. And I'm sure the indigenous Australians, the Aboriginals, used to eat these as a bush tucker food. The early English, when they came over to Australia, used to mix them in with a lot of sugar, I might add, and make jam, lily pilly jam. Mind you, I'd rather have a kilo of prawns, but the actual fruit is quite acidic, quite tarty, so it does require quite a lot of sugar to sweeten it up. As I said earlier, this is only one of many Australian plants that are called lily pillies. Another really favourite of mine, we'll just duck over here a bit further. You can see down near where my water tanks are. We'll just go over there now and I'll show you this one. It's called a cascade lily pilly. Okay, this is the cascade lily pilly, and the reason I like this one is that it's very bushy. As you can see, all the new growth comes out in pink and turns to reds, and it always has this beautiful arrangement and kaleidoscope of colour. It has a fluffy flower as well. It's a little bit bigger than the other lily pilly I was showing you, and it's a pink flower, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Now, the reason I've planted this one here is to create a hedge to hide some water tanks. And across the back there you'll see that we have some large water tanks, 5,000 gallons each. The reason we have water tanks is that we live on a property in rural Australia. We're on 15 acres and we have to supply our own water, which suits me just fine because it tastes absolutely beautiful, the rain from the heavens. We collect that on the roof of the house, and it goes into these tanks, and that's what we use for our drinking water and for our house water. We also have other water on the property. If you have a look down the hill, we have a rather large dam right down the bottom of the hill, and we use that water there to water our gardens, wash our cars, etc, etc. I think the time has come when water is probably almost as important as oil these days. And in the early days, I'm sure a lot of indigenous people, a lot of tribes used to fight over water, and I foresee in the future, this is Les's forecast, that we will once again fight for water. Have a good one.